Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to take a look at the Skoda T56 simply because the tank is available for the first time, if I'm not mistaken, in a direct bundle rather than the stupid crates they put for this tank, because truly it's not a tank that is worth spending money and gambling for. So you have two offers, one with the tank alone at 15,000 gold, and another one that I can't find anywhere, but I know it's here at 20.5 thousand, in which you get this tank plus the other one, the medium tier 8 Skoda thing I forgot the name of. And basically, as we don't care about the others that we already reviewed, let's focus on that poor guy. And I'm saying poor because when you take a look at it, it truly doesn't have a lot of things for itself. The only major thing this tank could have at least is the average damage per shot, sitting at 450, because all the rest about the tank is complete shit. The aim time is terrible, 6.0 seconds. The gun dispersion is terrible as well, 0.35 when you're fully equipped. The DPM, I'm not even talking about it. 14.5 seconds of reload is truly horrific. And yeah, maybe something 270 millimeters of penetration with gold shell could do the job, and the 8 degrees of gun depression. So what those statistics are telling us? They are telling us that this tank is a one-hitter. It's here to either finish off targets or attack with a group pack of tanks, call that whatever you want, in order to do the job and give a slight advantage on your team, considering the pool bar of enemies. But that's it. This is a big hitter, and yeah, it's over. Because the rest of the statistics, for the top speed, the tank is just average. For the armor, you have this part that seems to be impenetrable, but here and here you can get easily penetrated. So in definitive, even in all down, you can get snapped. Even the upper part of the hull is not that armored, except if you angle it. And the cool thing is, your only weak spot is this area right there that is easily penetrable, and as it's quite easy or quite hard, sorry, to get it, you are gonna get some bounces when people are not using gold trying to shoot here when the shot will land here. So let's take a look at this tank in battle. I just speed up like the 10 or third, the 10 first seconds of this game because I was just lagging out of nowhere. And basically you see that when it comes to the mobility, when you equip it properly, you can still have an average one. You're not gonna be here first, obviously, except if your teammates decide to go on the left side of the map, but do not count on it. And here, boys, yeah, see this? This is your daily dose of this Skoda T56. It's literally upsetting as hell when you have something you think that your shell can't miss, and boom, the RNG reminds you that your accuracy is complete bullshit. This is the problem I have with the tank, which makes it, which makes me angry, and dealing with it can be a little bit spicy sometimes. So yeah, you see that this tank is not made for long distance. It's made to brawl like we are doing right now, and even when you're brawling, when the RNG decides that it's not your turn, it's not your turn, and that's it. Here, for example, I just snapped the shell out of existence on that poor AMX 5100 without even bother aiming, when I literally had like only 25% of the roll on this guy. And now I just have to wait. I'm waiting for the E75 to go in, and here you are gonna see the advantage of the Skoda. Not an advantage that is worth spending that much, but still an advantage. Look at that, 621 damage with HE. I told you, you are something that will finish off targets, and this is exactly what happened. Your enemies will not necessarily fear you when you are reloading, but when they know you are reloaded, you can inflict some fear and make sure that they stay to their position. You are not here to be effective, you are here to make your enemies believe that you're effective. How you do that? By holding 450 alpha damage per shot and landing it at the right place at the right moment on those poor souls. As you can see right now, 3 kills, maybe 4 shots, 3 kills, because this is pretty much what he's expecting from the tank. 4 kills now, and it's just gonna go again and again and again. I'm gonna finish off targets because right now I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I have 4 kills. There are 3 enemy tanks still. Could we maybe get the Resonite Medal? 5 kills now. We are going to try, but you're going to see that, little spoiler, some people in this game are complete dicks, and that's how you have to deal with them. You do not have the choice, so you just pretend, I guess. So, what are we going to do? You see that through my gameplay that I'm not trying to rush in. I'm not trying to be the one that people aim at. Why? Because my armor profile is not good enough for me to handle that role. You can handle it in the latest part of the game, last minute, for example with the T32 and T71 here, because you know that there is not much of a threat. But if you do this at the beginning of the game and you're facing 2-3 heavies and you are just you alone with let's say I don't know, maybe a tank destroyer and a medium, you will not be able to handle your ground. So just be careful if you are buying that tank. You need to make sure that you were in the right position with the right guys at the right moment, which is a lot to understand. So what does it look like? We are gonna go for a second game here. Skoda T56 on a big and wide map. And the cool advantage of those wide maps, considering that you have 8 degrees of gun depression, is that if you find a rich line from which you can snapshot, you should not struggle too much making it work, as long as you're not getting pushed because DPM. So what are we gonna do? We are trying to see if there is something. Unfortunately, it was kind of weird. Like, how is it possible that out of, I don't know how many heavies they have, 1, 2, 3, out of 3 heavies plus the T56 if we count him, so 4, there is literally no one to the middle. It seems like they all decided to go on the right side of the map. I mean, why not? After all, it's not necessarily a problem for me. The 8 degrees of gun depression allow me to work here regardless. So there we go. You see that at short range, you do not struggle getting those shots in, and the accuracy becomes something you can throw off a cliff. But you see also that, well, I'm not trying to push through. If, for example, I was playing with something much heavier, I would just take the position of that 45 TP Habiha instead, because you will be able to tank some shots and you will be able to be the guy that just stands his ground. It's not the case of the tank. I really want you to understand that. Can you explain to me why am I... finally it's coming back. It's kind of upsetting that Wargaming did not remove that bug in replay, but yeah, gotta deal with it. And you see once again that you are a big hitter. 2 shots on that FV201 and he was gone. And I'm gonna try the cruel twist and... why did I miss? Terrible accuracy. Terrible accuracy, at least, is the perfect excuse when you suck at the game to tell people, nah, I don't lack of skill, it's just my tank that is not accurate. Because with this one, it's partially true. I mean, sometimes you do these kind of shots at long distance on the M4190 Bulldog that just goes in without me even trying to aim. And when I tried to aim, fully aim, when it was trying to cross with HG, I just miss. And now here is something interesting. In a 1 versus 1 game, if you are playing your tank correctly, and this is what we're going to do against the WZ-1110, we need to get closer to the tank. Because the closer we are, the easier it becomes for us to bounce shots. Why? Because as it's the case with 95% of heavy tanks at any tiers, if you put yourself like that, you can make him bounce by trying to take the shot into your gun. Here, unfortunately, I did not manage to, and he penetrated straight into the cupola. But it's not a problem. We are going to finish him off because, unlike him that only has 310 or 350 alpha damage, we have 450. So in 3 shots, you can say bye-bye to whatever tank you want. Now, I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna advance a little bit the replay because, without surprise, the Stier Waffenträger is camping right there. So I'm just gonna move out to the interesting part. And here is the boy. He's gonna sneak one bouncing. I'm gonna try to bounce. And well, you see another upsetting thing with this thing. You can't side scrape. When you try to side scrape, you are going to get penetrated. Because here, to be honest, I was not having the worst angle at all. And I did not even get penetrated into the lower part of the hull. The shot went here. And it's really upsetting not to be able to do the heavy job when you are a heavy. Now, let's advance once more because the T26E4 is doing I don't know what. He just tried to camp. We are sneaking nearly a 500 shot. And the ISU 152, unfortunately for us, he's gonna have a little bit more luck because he's using adrenaline, and bye-bye the T2064, and hello the 3.8k damage. So in definitive, this tank is relaxing when you've not played for a very long time, but if you're looking for something that is fun, reliable, and that makes tons of credits, no, just no. You do not want to get a Skoda T56 in its actual state. Maybe if Wargaming lowers down the price to 7,000 gold, you could consider buying it, but right now, no, do not try to buy it, or you are gonna lose money. So hopefully you enjoyed, maybe you shared or not my opinion, tell me in the comments, and personally, I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. Bye!